Let's keep the relationship. So a lot of people are asking me, because I'm getting so many people in a relationship, what do they do once they get the relationship? How to keep the relationship. So in the last 2 weeks, I've gotten 4 people in fully committed relationships. One is actually talking marriage. The other one, two are fully committed. And one got the "I want to marry you" text. So that's pretty awesome. When you think about how amazing it is to get into a relationship with the love of your life, you've worked so hard to get them back. How do you keep them? Well, we're going to go over some of those things that you need to do today to keep them. This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos. I will love you forever. I am a life coach, and I am here to drastically change your life for the better. I tune into your happy meter and I dial it up full blast. So how do we keep the relationship? Heads up, I got the bracelets on. If there's noise, I do apologize. How do we keep the relationship? Well, this is where I talk about praise. When I started my teachings, I told you all you had to change your story and ask better questions. So with changing your story, why am I happily married to Jared? Is your question. With the swan technique, why do I instantly feel absolutely positively amazing to be loved by Jared, knowing everything is different and we are happily married just because I asked this question? So my story, I'm happily married to Jared. My 2 questions. One question, the first why question, why am I happily married to Jared, is simply a question I'm going to throw out there for the rest of my life. It doesn't need to be answered because I have 3D proof. The swan technique, why do I instantly feel absolutely positively amazing to be loved by Jared, knowing everything is different and we are happily married just because I asked this question, helps you to revise the relationship and bypass it. So we're going to start with the swan question. When we are doing the swan question, we need to remember that you have to do it for a minimum of 21 days. So if you have gotten into a relationship within the last 2 to 3 weeks, you still need to be doing the swan question because you need more physical proof that this person is the new way you are seeing them, that they are showing up in the way that you need them to show up. So you persist in this question. Then, once you have enough 3D proof, and I'm talking, it could be a month, it could be 3 months. Once you have enough 3D proof and you don't feel you need the swan question anymore, you can't stop manifesting, period. You still have to persist. In order to keep that relationship 18,262 days, you have to persist 18,262 days that you have an amazing relationship, that you are happily married. So you are going to walk around once you no longer need the big question, and you're going to say, why am I happily married to Jared? It's the ultimate question. Why am I happily married to Jared? Why am I happily married to Jared? I don't need to answer this because Jared is doing things that give me proof. So what are some things that I can say that he does to give me proof? He's a TD. I love that Jared is a TD. You guys love cute little nicknames. So you have third parties, you have ghosted, you have iced, blocked, separation, whatever. I have cute little nicknames like TD. No, it's not a touchdown, but in reality, it's a huge touchdown because he always puts the toilet seat down. So why am I happily married? Because I get TDs all the time. Why else am I happily married? Because I have an AR. No, it's not an assault rifle. It's an amazing relationship. Oh, let's see. What can we do? I get 4 C's. Oh, what's 4 C's? For communication. So I text him. He'll text me first 4 times to my 1. So I have 4 C's. It's pretty cool, huh? What other things can we do? So we have a TD, an AR, a 4C. Oh, see, he's Santa Claus. He's absolutely positively amazing because I put my Christmas stuff up early and I don't take it down till after the Super Bowl, and it doesn't bother him. So he really is Jared Claus. Because, we know Dwayne is Dwayne Claus. And for those of you who don't know who Dwayne Claus is, Google it. And it'll probably come up with a bunch of pictures and comments about The Rock because he tells everybody he's Dwayne Claus. He's always giving. So if he's Jared Claus, he's always giving to me. Ooh, so cute little nicknames. All of those nicknames that you created for things you hated. Imagine what you can create for things that you truly, truly love. So my espresso blonde, my Italian blonde. I have nicknames for the colors of my hair. I have nicknames for the things that people do for me. So why am I spoiled? Because I have an AR. I have a TD. I get 4 C's. He's a J Claus. He's a Jared Claus. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to talk to my friends, my family, my coworkers, strangers, people I don't even know, and I'm going to tell them I have an amazing husband. So I have an AH, an amazing husband. I have an awesome relationship. That's still an AR. So what nicknames and initials and letters can you come up to replace 3P? What can you come up with to say ghosting? Well, guess what? Susie now knows he's alive because can't ghost you anymore because you're in a happily committed relationship or happily married. So what can you replace ghosting with? So we want him to be a chatty Cathy, but we really don't want to call our guys a chatty Cathy. Now, guys, if you want us girls to be called a chatty Cathy, go for it. I don't have a problem. My wife is a chatty Cathy. I'm going to be like, is that a good thing? And you're going to say, heck yes. She used to never respond to my texts, and now she's a chatty Cathy. So it's amazing. So what can we name a guy? We don't want to give him a chatty Cathy nickname. Let's see. Jabberjaws Jared. He's a JJ. He's a Jabberjaws. He's a JJ. He's a Jabberjaws. Jabberjaws is always texting. He's always talking. He's always communicating. So if he's a triple J, Jared is a Jabberjaw. So he's a 3J. How awesome is that? What other things can you guys come up with? Let's all blow up the comments with initials and numbers and cute little names that you can give your guys. Well, let's see. An ML would be my love. So little things that are cute. We praise our relationship with our best friends, our kids, other people. But do you praise your guys for bringing you a drink? My guy's awesome. He brought me coffee. And this coffee is absolutely positively amazing because it tastes like the coffee my best friend used to make. Before she passed away, she did not tell me the deliberate recipe. She did a Marie, and she did not give me the directions properly to make this beautiful cup of coffee. She would take 2 spoons of instant coffee, put it in a glass, 2 spoons of sugar. Actually, it's a shaker. Some ice, water, and she would shake it up. And then she'd shake it up some more. And then she'd shake it up some more. And then she would pour it into a glass, and it would be a glass this big, and you'd have this much liquid coffee, and from this finger to the top was foam. She made coffee beer heads that were absolutely positively amazing. But I always ruined them because I put cream or half and half in my coffee, depending upon what we had. Chick-fil-A makes the most amazing cup of coffee, just like my girlfriend Angela used to. They even add chocolate in the bottom, so it makes it even yummier. Before she died, Angela could do a frappe with coffee, which was really cool. And after she passed away and I was visiting the kids, I walked in and they're like, do you want a pop? You want some water? You want some tea? And I'm like, when did I become unfamily? And they're all looking at me like, what? I said, I'm devastated. I'm no longer family anymore. And they're like, what are you talking about? No coffee? You're not going to offer me coffee? It's like, this is just devastating. These are things that we say about our best friends, our coworkers. We talk about our children and we praise them. At home, there are monsters, but in public, they're absolutely amazing. Well, let's talk about Uncle Earl. Uncle Earl was absolutely amazing. He loved Aunt Millie, and I remember going to town with him and Dad one day. And Uncle Earl got upset because he left the house without kissing his honey goodbye. He did. He said left, and he wanted Dad to turn around so he could go give Aunt Mill a kiss goodbye. Well, he never left the house without kissing her goodbye. So how are you praising your guys? How are you praising your girls? Are you telling them that, my wife is always telling me how much she respects me and appreciates the things I do. She always asks me for help in the cutest way possible. Think about Tim Allen and the Santa Claus. When they were at the North Pole and he's Santa Claus and he's married to the teacher and she's pregnant, family comes to visit and she's like, oh my God, tall people. Well, I'm 5 foot tall. Things get put on the top shelf I can't reach. So he's a TP. He's a tall person. So I need a tall person. So I need TP. What do you mean you need TP? You're in the kitchen. What do you need TP in the kitchen for? Well, come look and see. And he walks into the kitchen and it's like, oh, tall person. Can you get that bowl down for me, please? Thank you. That's really amazing of you. You want to make sure that you are giving the cute little nicknames, that you are praising them, that you are saying, why am I happily married? You still do the swan technique question for a minimum of 21 days. When you feel comfortable after the minimum of 21 days, you've got your new neural pathways burned into your brain. You are knowing that this relationship is absolutely positively amazing. And you are now in what I'm going to call the maintenance stage of your relationship. It's called keeping my relationship amazing. So I want that AR. I'm going to talk to everybody I know that I have an amazing relationship. I'm happily married. My kids all have really weird initials. And my initials are actually SC for Suzanne Christine. So I am Santa Claus, and I'm always giving to people. So Jared Claus is perfect for me because that means Jared is giving back to me. But I'm never going to call him Mrs. Claus because that would be insulting. Think about it. I am still Santa Claus because I give, but I gave him a cute little nickname. Now he's always going to be giving me wonderful things. And it's not just material things that you're looking for at this point. It's conversations, snuggles on the couch, waking up together, going to bed together, making that first cup of coffee every morning, making your day just brighter because they text you something. So think about my TD. So it's 2:00 in the morning. I normally get up to go to the bathroom, and my guy is not there because he's on some business trip. And he texts me at 2 a.m. Just two little initials, TD. I am going to laugh, and I'm going to smile, and I'm going to feel loved because he sent me toilet seat down. TD, toilet seat down. Think about it. What are you doing now that is adding value to this relationship? You are creating a new story. You are creating questions to ask. You are putting those questions out there and you are seeing everything in your life change. To keep it, you keep asking questions. And the questions keep you focused forward and they add value to your life. So you walk around and you say, why am I happily married to Jared? Why do we have an amazing relationship? Why do we have amazing communication? Because he's a 3J. So we're creating new ways to look at this relationship. These are ways that I look at all of my relationships. What value are you adding to my life? What value do I add to your life? And then I tell people, my chaos director is absolutely positively wonderful. When I'm having a bad day, when I need somebody to talk to, I can go to her and I know she will answer my phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning. If I need toilet paper, my daughter has this sign in her bathroom. If you're out of toilet paper, text. I know you're on your phone anyways. So we live 10 seconds apart. Does that mean if I run out of toilet paper, I can text my daughter? Absolutely, positively. And my daughter will bring me a roll of toilet paper. I tested it one day because I actually ran out of toilet paper. You want to know that that person's going to be there for you. You have to talk about them being there for you. And yes, this was during quarantine when toilet paper was a shortage. And it's still funny. Think about it. These are stories you're going to tell for the rest of your life. I have people who say in part 1 of our relationship, and this is part 2. In the past, things weren't so good, but now they are amazing. So I have an amazing relationship. Jared and I are an AR together. We're an AR. I mean, an amazing relationship. Think about it. What kind of ways do you want to praise? If you are wanting to praise your children, what do you say? We have an amazing relationship. They always tell me everything. Now, I will forewarn you, there are things my kids tell me I don't want to know, but they always tell me everything. As a result, everybody tells me everything. When I was working in Walmart, I did not want to know some of the things the people told me, but they still told me. So it went from my children tell me everything to everybody tells me everything. Things I don't need to know. Things that get filed in the not need to know file. Things that should get filed into the trash. I get to hear about. It can be entertaining, but other times, not so much. Think about what you want. What do you really, truly want this relationship to be? So, an AR is an amazing relationship, but what is an RR? A romantic relationship. So you have a railroad track. You have the RR. What's on your train? What words are coming out of your mouth that is adding value to your relationship so that you keep that relationship 18,262 days? Because I know I want it till death do us part. That means somebody's going to pass away for all of eternity, from the beginning of time till the end of time. That means if you believe in reincarnation and past lives and future lives, this person's always going to be there for you. What letters, numbers are you giving them? Get rid of these nasty separation, third parties, ghosting, because I want to hear that they are alive and they are with you. But the one thing I do tell you guys all the time, and I'm going to reiterate this, when it comes to a relationship, only and perfect, in my coaching practice with all the people I have talked to, only, you got to have a really good meaning to it. You're an only child. You only have a Camaro. You only have one house. But when it comes to our specific person, are we saying I am the only one in his life because of past? I don't use only. Because I focus forward, I simply use and the woman in his life. He has eyes for me. When I walk into a room, he can't take his eyes off of me. I don't even need to use that word in a sentence. I am the love of his life. I am a priority. I am absolutely lucky, blessed, spoiled because we have an AR and an RR. How awesome is that? Perfect. If you have a relationship that you truly, truly, truly love and you call it perfect, if you get disrespected in that relationship in any way, shape, or form, you are saying that that relationship is no longer perfect. And you are saying it's perfect, and now that's acceptable. I have a friend that I've had for 7 years. I don't want to fix the relationship. His girlfriend disrespected me big time. But because I always said we have the perfect relationship, his girlfriends can disrespect me and get away with it. I get freaked out when somebody messes with my car. Totally freaked out when somebody messes with my car. It throws me into a full-blown panic attack. This chick is throwing her cigarette butts at my car. This chick is hitting my car with her car door. I've never even spoken a word to her. There's no reason for me to be disrespected. And then when I brought it up to him, he flipped out on me. I don't want to fix it. I can easily fix it by saying we have an awesome relationship. But I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to do the work to fix this relationship with this guy. He is a male friend. He was a good friend. But sometimes you outgrow the friendships. And in this case, I add more value to his life than he adds to mine. So I don't want to fix it. But I named that relationship perfect. It was perfectly acceptable for me to be disrespected by anybody he was dating. So when I say use your words wisely, choose them carefully, if you want to have an amazing relationship, you want an awesome relationship, a quirky relationship, an adventurous relationship, a fun relationship, AR, awesome, amazing, adventurous. FR, fun relationship. But you don't want a PR because PR is a thing where we're always having to put it out there. We always constantly have to tweak and twist, make sure that that relationship stays perfect. And that is a lot of work when you are in the maintenance phase of keeping your relationship absolutely positively amazing. So take only and perfect and flush them down the toilet, because that word doesn't really need to be in your vocabulary. It's not something you use every day anyways, unless you're an only child. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I'm an only child. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I'm an only child. It's perfect in that spot. And I know people are going to say, again, Susie, it is your projection. No, it is my personal experience, and it is my experience with over 1,000 clients that I have gotten back together in loving relationships. They don't use the word perfect and they don't use the word only. Because if you are searching the internet and you are looking for a way to get this relationship to be absolutely positively amazing, there are things about it that you don't like. And those things make it not perfect. And if you are saying only, everyone who has come to me and says, I want to be the only one, I want to be the only priority in his life, it means that there is that cute little word you guys like to use, third party or 3P, in their life, and you're trying to get rid of them. So think outside of the box. Come up with some nicknames for your person. Find ways to praise the relationship, because that is how you are going to keep your relationship. So leave me comments. Let me know what cute little names you can come up with for your guys and your girls. I want to know. And tell me if it's specifically for a guy or specifically for a girl that you think this cute nickname should be. Because Jabberjaws does work for Jared, but Jabberjaws also can work for Jenny McCarthy. Think about it. Have an amazing day. I'm going to go watch football. Kind of disappointed. It's the bye week and there's no Alabama football on today. But I'm still going to watch football. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. I love you. And as always, leave me a comment and let me know how I am drastically changing your life for the better.